12-year-old in the UK once racked up over $8,000 on his parents' credit card buying Fortnite skins. Fortnite, a free game, yet it made over $9 billion in just 2 years. So are video games just entertainment, or are they financial machines designed to manipulate us? Today we expose the financial secrets of the gaming world, and they're darker than you think. Once upon a time, gaming was simple. You bought a disc, you played, you had fun. Games were about creativity, storytelling, and challenge. Pixelated joy shared with friends. Memories made on CRT screens and handheld consoles. Gaming was an escape, a digital playground, a spark of imagination. But then something shifted. The business side of gaming grew teeth. The lines between fun and finance began to blur. The average game isn't just a product anymore, it's a platform, a system. A carefully constructed funnel designed to maximize profit. Developers realized that making a great game was only part of the equation. The real money? It came after the game started. Games evolved from standalone products into ongoing services. DLC, expansions, live events, battle passes. The goal wasn't just to sell you the game, it was to keep you in it and to spend money forever. Game design itself shifted. Levels became easier. Progress was slowed artificially, not to make the game more fun, but to encourage spending. Subscription models crept in. Monthly battle passes, exclusive access to skins, missions, and digital rewards. A once casual pastime began demanding ongoing financial loyalty. How did we go from game over to game monetized? Let's peel back the curtain. Microtransactions, tiny purchases that add up. From 99-cent skins to $50 bundles. They're designed to feel harmless, disposable, like digital pocket change, but they tap into our subconscious desire for more, faster, better. It's not just cosmetic, it's emotional, it's psychological. Then there are loot boxes, randomized rewards where you pay for the chance at something rare. You're not buying a reward, you're buying hope. Psychologists call it variable ratio reinforcement. The same mechanism used in slot machines, the same cycle of risk, anticipation, and dopamine. This isn't a glitch, it's the business model. Game developers don't just study engagement, they study addiction. They A/B test offers, track player behavior, and adjust prices in real time. They don't just design levels, they design spending habits. FOMO, the fear of missing out, is a powerful driver. You didn't want that skin, but now it's only available for 6 more hours. Suddenly you can't stop thinking about it. Now imagine being 13 years old. No impulse control, no financial education, just a credit card linked to your profile. That's not a game. That's a psychological trap. It goes deeper. Games now use fatigue systems where your character runs out of energy. You can wait, or you can pay. Many games introduce progress throttling. Want to keep playing? You're nudged toward spending, not once, but repeatedly, strategically. There are even targeted spending prompts. If a player hesitates at checkout, the game might offer a special deal, just for you. And then there's the concept of the whale. Just 1 to 2% of players account for over 70% of revenue in some games. These are the high rollers. The spenders who drop thousands, sometimes tens of thousands on digital items. Game companies know who they are, they study them, cater to them, build systems around them. A whale isn't just a customer, they're an investment. Some games go even further. They allow whales to influence gameplay, dominate leaderboards, own rare gear, or gatekeep content. It's the digital equivalent of VIP treatment at a casino. Free-to-play games aren't free. They're bait. They give you just enough to hook you, then put up roadblocks. Want to upgrade? Pay. Want to skip the grind? Pay. Want to compete with others? Pay. It's a monetization maze, and it's optimized down to the pixel. Let's talk specifics. Fortnite, a free-to-play battle royale. No pay to win, just cosmetics, and yet it generated billions. Why? Because of digital identity. Skins became status, proof of skill, proof of belonging. The rarest skins? Social currency. Digital clout, and people paid. Because in the digital world, your skin is your brand, your armor, your personality. The psychology of belonging and identity drives purchases more effectively than competition ever could. Players also develop emotional attachments to their digital persona, investing money to express themselves in a game world. Then there's FIFA Ultimate Team. You open packs, get random players, build your team. Sounds fun, but here's the twist. You can't just buy the player you want. You have to gamble. You could spend hundreds of dollars and never get the one player you need. That's not gaming. That's a slot machine with a soccer ball on top. In Belgium, FIFA loot boxes were classified as gambling. They were banned, but elsewhere, they're still thriving. and because the revenue is just too good to ignore. EA, the game's publisher, made over $1 billion from Ultimate Team alone in a single year. But the addiction isn't in the playing, it's in the pulling. And then there's Roblox. It's a massive platform where kids build their own games. They design, code, create. They earn Robux, the in-game currency. It sounds empowering, like the future of digital entrepreneurship. But most of these young creators don't get paid, or if they do, it's a fraction of what they've earned. Roblox controls the economy, sets the rules, takes a massive cut. Some kids have created games that generate millions in revenue, but by the time it filters through Roblox's system, what's left is a fraction. Critics call it a digital sweatshop, a place where child labor is disguised as creativity. The platform also includes a complex system for converting Robux to real money, requiring premium subscriptions and high minimum balances. And yet it thrives, because the system is too profitable to question. So who's pulling the strings? Game publishers. They create addicting loops, games designed not just to be played, but to be lived inside. They hire behavioral economists, data scientists, monetization experts. They track every click, every pause, every dollar spent, and they optimize relentlessly. Their goal isn't satisfaction, it's retention. Then there's the secondary market, where rare items are sold for hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. Skins, accounts, in-game currencies, all traded in shadowy forums and unregulated platforms. This gray economy is rife with scams, account theft, and money laundering. There are entire industries around boosting, item farming, and trading, often operating outside the game developer's control. But there's money to be made, so it continues. And then there's Wall Street. Private equity firms and hedge funds have moved into gaming with force. They don't care about story, art, or legacy. They care about KPIs, MAUS, retention curves. They push studios to squeeze more from less, turn games into platforms, turn players into monthly revenue, lay off the artists, hire more monetization analysts. The result? Games that feel soulless, manipulative, engineered for cash, not joy. The gaming industry has become Wall Street's playground, and the players, they're the product. But what's coming next might be even more concerning. Artificial intelligence is now being integrated into game economies. Personalized offers, real-time spending nudges, adaptive difficulty that changes based on how much you pay or don't. Imagine a game that knows your spending habits better than you do. Now add blockchain, NFTs, virtual land. Games where every action is tied to an economic transaction, where the lines between gameplay and investment blur. Games like Axie Infinity have already shown us the dangers of mixing crypto with gaming, where players in low-income countries farm digital pets for real income. And let's not forget the metaverse, a future where entire digital worlds exist not for storytelling or community, but as infinite marketplaces. Clothing, real estate, status, all with a price tag. This isn't science fiction. This is the direction we're already heading. Developers are experimenting with paper emotion models, where in-game rewards react to your biometric feedback. Eye tracking, heart rate, facial expressions. Soon your body language could determine the price of a power-up. Video games promised us escape, wonder, joy. But in the shadows, they've evolved. They've become financial ecosystems driven by profit, powered by psychology. Digital casinos dressed in nostalgia. They know how to press our buttons. Not just in gameplay, but in our brains. Every click is a data point. Every hesitation is a metric. Every moment online is part of a larger revenue equation. So the next time you download a game, ask yourself, are you playing the game or is the game playing you?